Myself, Amrita Tiwari, from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from ITSL department. I'm going to take a session that is from the subject Computer Vision. Subject code is 3171614. The topic that we are going to cover from the module, that is module number 8. Module name is Object Recognition and Shape Representation. In that we are going to do the topic that is Image Eigenspaces. So here, introduction. First of all, what is eigenvalues or the eigenspace or the eigenvectors that we have, or we are going to discuss in this chapter? The image set that we are taking it, which is normalized, in terms of brightness, and the background noise removal that we are taking it in order to eliminate the redundant information which is available for a particular image. So that thing we are already going to do, and we are doing it in a particular basis. So the eigenspace for the image set that we are taking it is built by computing the biggest eigen values that we have, that is eigenvectors, for the set we are taking. So here the next step, when we are defining the eigenvalues, we are defining the eigenvectors for the particular set. The next step is to project all the images onto the eigenspace, and then we will obtain a set of points that will characterize what? The object and the pose in the space that we are going to represent it. So in order to increase the resolution, we can say, for position estimation that we are connecting it, these points in the eigenspaces and an unknown position can better be approximated. So with respect to that, if we are talking about the first step, could be considerably, we can say, by analogy with the neural networks. Like two of the things we need to consider it, like learning and the recognition by the space partitioning as matching. So two things that we are going to remember is learning and the matching. Analogy with respect to neural networks. So now the next point that we are going to discuss is calculating eigenspace. How we are calculating the eigenspace and how we are defining eigenvectors in it. So with respect to that, an image that is I, x of y, is represented by two dimensions. Now that two-dimensional size is defined by 256 crossed by 256, that is array form, of an 8-bit intensity values that we are taking it for a particular value in a particular image or a particular object. So here this image can also be considered as a vector of dimension like 65536, the maximum combination that we can make it. So here this is obtained by reading the pixel brightness values in a raster scan system. So basically we are having two types of scan system, raster scan and the random scan system. Here we are discussing the raster scan system because we are taking pixel values and pixel consideration for a particular image value representation. So to reconstruct an image, we will map a collection of points, that is in our case we can say eigenvalues, in this huge space. Okay, so here the main idea of the principal component, that is analysis, that we have already discussed, that is Karahan-Loew expansion, which is defined is to find the vectors that can better describe the image, which image, or we can say the entire space. So particularly these vectors describes an orthonormal space, and this property is presented, that is presented below as u of j dot u of I dot u of j of transpose, which is equals to, that is psi of 7 of ij, which is equal to two values, 1 or 0. Now when it will come 1 and when it will come 0. 1 if I equal to j, 0 if I is not equal to j. So both the positions are defined. So where we can say u of I and u of j are the two eigenvectors, and that is tau of ij is the scalar product. Here it is somewhat similar like 7, but it's like psi. Okay, so it's a scalar product that we have for the particular u of I and u of j product. Now this is a figure where we are representing an object with different transformation in terms of rotation. Means if we are taking a particular image, as you can see in the first object in the figure as well, the second object, it is somewhat tilt, means it is rotated by a particular angle. Now carry forwarding it in the third position, as you can see, somewhat more. After that, or somewhat. Now here like this. Now in this figure, as you can see, it is almost like a straight, and in the third one, in the second row, you can see third one. Okay, that is totally straight. So with respect to 90-degree angle, the object is rotated. And the last one, as you can see, now it is rotating, and it is coming back to the same position as it was, means 360 angle rotation. So this is what the thing is, and it is coming back to same position. Okay, 360 angle move rotation and coming back to the same position. So with respect to that, this is how the object is been represented with respect to eigenspace value. So image which is set obtained by rotating the object, all images are normalized for the brightness point. So because we do not want our images to be affected by the variations, that is what, in the intensity elimination or the aperture of the imaging system that we are talking about, the lens, we normalize each image so that the total energy contained in the image is unity. So with respect to that, if we are talking about the normalized form, the normalized image is obtained by dividing each pixel by what? By the following number, as you can see here, I of n, which is equal to 1 by b I of n, and b, which is defined by the under root of sigma of n equal to 1 till capital N I square n. Now with respect to that, we need to find it out of the two of the positions, in, that is normal vector, and b is the property that we are finding for a particular, that is normalization. So here, before computing the eigenspace, we need to calculate the average image of what? A, which is taking as an image of all the images that we are considering it for a particular normalization or calculating the eigenspace. So A is defined by, which is 1 upon P, sigma of I equal to 1 till P, I of small I of dash, means we are changing the vector. So new point will be defined. So here, as you can see, the average matrix for the image set here is defined like defined in the image as well. That is we are taking with a particular A, and that is we are defining with a particular B. Okay, so here the image set will be obtained by subtracting the average, that is image A, from each normalized image, and that is defined by the formula that is S is equals to I dash minus I of 1 of I2 minus I2 of I3 minus A till it is going till A. Okay, so this is what the matrix is with respect to the matrix S. So the dimension of the matrix S, which is defined as P cross N, where P is the number of positions, that is images, and N is the number of pixels that we are taking for a particular dimension. So the next step involves the computing of the covariance matrix that we are correlating with the object. So C is equals to S, the matrix S of transpose into S. So here the matrix is very large. We have already defined the size, that is 65536 into 65536, and it will be extremely difficult to compute the eigenvalues and the corresponding eigenvectors for this of this large size. And if we are taking the number of positions, that is images P, is smaller than N, it is easier to construct the P by T matrix, that is Q is equals to S of S into S of T, but in this case the dimension of the space is maximum, that is P. So here we are defining the eigenvalues and the corresponding eigenvectors are computed using the following well-known equation, that is Q of U of I is equals to 2 of the vectors with respect to I. So V of I into U of I. Now what are these? So where U of I is the ith, that is ith eigenvector, and V of I is the corresponding eigenvalue for that eigenvector. So here the eigenspace is obtained by multiplying the matrix of the eigenvectors, that is eigenmatrix, with the matrix S. So here is defined by the formula E is equals to US. U is defined with particular unit vector, means the matrix, and S is the matrix that we are taking. So here where U is equals to U1, U2 till UP that we are taking for a particular U, and U is defined as a P cross P dimensional matrix, and as we expect the matrix E that represent the eigenspace is P cross N dimensional, which is defined for a particular U, which is defined for the particular P. So here the eigenspace is defined by the formula E is equals to U into S, as we have already defined the formula, and the value. U is the vector that we are defining here as U1, U2 till UP, the values, all the values that we are taking with respect to the T transpose, and U is also, we can say that, P cross P dimension that we are taking for a particular point or the pixel or the value that we are taking for the eigenspace, that is P cross N dimension. Now here this is the figure which is defined for a particular image space, okay, which is defined like 8 of the eigenvectors. Here 8 values are defined corresponding to the largest, that is eigenvalues computed for the input image set, which is defined here. And using this approach, the number of calculations is significantly reduced, because here we are taking 8 of the eigenvectors for a particular image as well, corresponding to the largest eigenvalues. But in this case, the number of eigenvectors is relatively small, up to 36. So for an exact description, we need like n eigenvectors, but for recognition purpose, a smaller number is sufficient to describe a low dimensional subspace that we are finding for a particular object. So these are the things are, and this is the thing is what that we are talking about for a particular eigenspace, the vector that we are taking in. So this is what the thing is, and here this is what the eigenspace is defined for a particular image. And this is how our chapter is over with respect to the topic as well, eigenspace, or we can say the eigenvectors define, how to define it, how to describe it, and how to use it. And this is what our chapter is also over, and with respect to our syllabus is also over. Thank you.